Let's talk about simple, compound, and complex sentences. What is a simple sentence? There are three ways that we can identify simple sentences. They have one subject, one verb, and they must make complete sense. Asha wore a lovely dress. Here we have one subject, Asha, and one verb, wore, and the sentence makes complete sense. A simple sentence can also have a compound subject. Asha and Amanda wore lovely dresses. Asha and Amanda would be our compound subject. Simple sentences can also have a compound verb. Asha is wearing a lovely dress. The words is wearing would be our verb, and the word is the helper. So simple sentences can have compound subjects and compound verbs. Here are two examples of simple sentences. Compound sentences are made up of two or more independent clauses and are joined by coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating just means that they connect the clauses. Here's an easy way to remember the coordinating conjunctions. Fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Let's practice. Here are two sentences that we can combine using coordinating conjunctions. They saw us, they ran into the house. We can say they saw us and they ran into the house. Do you see the coordinating conjunctions? It's also instructive to note that we put a comma just before the coordinating conjunctions. Simple sentences and compound sentences are similar because they are both made up of independent clauses. Remember to look out for fanboys. Complex sentences are different to the other two types of sentences because complex sentences contain a dependent clause. That means that one of the clauses does not make sense on its own. Here's an example of a complex sentence. Since it was raining, we went inside. Can you tell which clause is dependent? Since it was raining is the dependent clause because it doesn't make sense on its own. What happened since it was raining? The words we went inside would therefore be the independent clause. It makes complete sense on its own, even if the words since it was raining were not there. If the dependent clause begins the sentence, the clause ends with a comma. We can choose to switch the order of the clauses. The only change would be in punctuation. We went inside since it was raining. Since the dependent clause is no longer at the beginning of the sentence, there is no need to use a comma. Let's practice identifying simple, compound, and complex sentences. Pause the video and see if you can figure them out. Books and pencils were bought at the store. I see a compound subject and I see a verb, and the sentence makes complete sense. Therefore, that's a simple sentence. As the telephone rang, I rushed to answer it. I see two clauses and one of them is dependent. As the telephone rang is a dependent clause, which means that this is a complex sentence. I would have stayed, but Philip wasn't feeling well. I see two independent clauses. I also see a member of the Fanboys Club, the word but. This coordinating conjunction tells me that this is a compound sentence.